In this video, we're talking about CSS tables. Okay, let's create our HTML structure. Okay, if you don't know how to really create HTML structure, you can watch our HTML table, how to create table on HTML. Okay, so to create a table, we use a table element. Table elements. Inside our table elements, we want to use a table head. Inside the table head element, we use a table th. Okay, so this no, not th first, but we that we use tr, which is table row. Inside the table row, we will now use table head element. Then this is where we will be writing out the names of our table headers. So I want to create maybe table header that will contain serial number, name, age, country, maybe height, the person's height, which is we use 5. Let's just say five headers. Okay, let's start doing that. Let me say the first one, let me call the first one s serial number, which is sn. Okay, then the next one, let's duplicate this th and then edit the inside content. So to duplicate that, use shift at down arrow key to duplicate. We need 5 tables. Okay, more one is okay. Let's refresh. Okay, you can see this. Yeah, then let's call the second one first name. Should I use first name now? Let me, yeah, I should use block letter or uppercase. First name. Let me say first name. Let me bring it together. First name. Move this s here. First name. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be at the back. First name. Then here will be call this one last name. Last name. Okay, then we call the next one age. Okay, then the last one, we call the last one nationality. Okay, so these are 5 headers. Okay, we are done with creating the head. Okay, then let me close some of this white space here, so we have a well compacted code. Okay, then under the table head, we add t body, which is table body. Table, I don't want to use this uppercase. Let me use lower. Table body. Okay. Then inside the table body, we now stretch it down. Then on the first thing we use tr. Yeah, tr, which is table. This kind of a low tr. Okay, for rows. Okay, table rows. Then inside the table rows, we now have our data, which is td, table datas. Okay, so be mindful that anything we are putting inside this our first row will be the whole sequentially. It comes from the top to the bottom. Let me do that so you understand what I'm saying. So let me just duplicate this table data to have five headers here. So more one. So if anything I put here will anything that I put in the first one will come to the first. It's just corresponding with this table header. Anything I put in the first table data element will come under serial number, the first table header. Likewise, table data 2 to come to the first to come to the second table head. So likewise 3, 4, and 5. That's how it will be going, fixing itself. Okay, let's start with serial number. We'll do 1. Okay, then this is the first serial number. Then the next thing we need is first name. Let's call it Matthew. Let's say Matthew. Then the last name, let's say Osas. Okay, then let's call the age. Let's say he's 30 years old. Okay, then let's say the nationality is a Ghana. He's a Ghanaian. It is a Ghana. Okay. He's a Ghana. Okay, then what I'll do now, I don't need to type this thing again. What I have to do, I just have to duplicate this table row into 5, because let's say I want to use about 5 will be okay. Let me make it up to, if I use 10 will make sense, or 12. So I will have about 10 rows, 10 datas here. So now what I have to do, I will just from here now grab this tr, which is table row. Okay, I will just do shift out down arrow key to duplicate it up to the number that I want. Okay, so I have one. Okay, let me see how many I have now. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So remain 1. Okay, let me add more 2. Okay, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So let's make use of this 12. Okay, so just quick edit it. Let me just make this one 2. Then this one, instead of Matthew, let me use this one. Let me say this one is Maze. Then this last name will be, let's say, Ophio, whatever that thing means. Let me do this one. Let me say 41 years. Then he's from, let me say, Angola. I think that's spelling for Angola. I don't know. So the next one, let's do this one with the serial number here will be 3. Will be 3. Then the name of this person, let's give it, let's say, Mata. Let's say the person's name is Mata. Then let's give the person's surname Osi. Then inside the age, let's give him 35 years. Then he's from where? Let me say he's from US, United States. Okay. Let me use the block letter for US, so it will make sense. Caps lock US. US. Okay. Then the next person, the next row is 4. Let's change this name to let's say Tao. Let me use it. Let's say his surname is Tao or V or View. Doesn't mean anything, just to fill up my table. Let me use this. Say this person is 12 years old. Let's say he's from. Let's say he's from. Let's say he's from Nigeria. Let's say Nigeria. He's from Nigeria. Then this place, let's say this row with 5. Then let's say the person's name is still Matthew, but his surname will be Matthew Bongia. Just like any London name. Then he's 33 years old, and he's from where? He's from Accra, Ghana. Let me use Accra. Okay. Don't know whether that's just to fill up our table. Just be fast. Sixth low. Okay, this one Matthew. Let me give this person Paul. Let me leave it at Paul or SAS. Let me change his age to all these things. Let me change it to 39. Then he's from Ghana, so let me just change only the just few things. Okay. Then this person is 7 serial number. Then his name is Peter. His name is Peter. Then his surname should be Peter. Peter Ferris. Let me use that. Okay, let me say his age is 50 years. Then he's from Poland. He's from Poland. Then in the row, this one is serial number 8. Okay, let's give him a name. Let's say Ada. Okay, let me say Adele. Let me use your Yoruba name. Let me see Adele Puni. Adele Tuyi. Let me just use that name. Then let's say he's from Nigeria. Does that sound like a Yoruba name? say Nigeria. Then the age, let's give him 40 years. Then we have our next table data. Let's call this is ninth serial number. Let's give it a name of Steven. Say Steven. Okay. Then let's give him Steven. Let's say Steven Orad. Steven Orad. Orad. Let me say Orad. Orad. I don't know what that means. Let me give him the age of 37. Then he's from. Let's say he's from Brazil. Say he's from Brazil. Okay. Then we have our next. Okay, we have only nine 9 rows. Is that enough? I wanted to make it 12. Okay, we still have one name up here. We still have one name up here that are not edits. So and that one should make it which means it's affected. Okay, I just have to choose this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I have to change the serial number so it will correspond with what we are doing. So this one now, let's start from the beginning. This one, this is supposed to be, okay, let me supposed to be 2. So I'll have to change all the whole serial number, and this up to 2. Then I have not edited this one yet. Let me say this person is Tio, whatever that in Tio as. Okay, and he's let me give him that 3, and he's from Anania, whatever that it means. Okay, then we have gotten this. Then the third one, we only change the serial number to 3. Okay, this person, let's say, let me give him 4. Let me give this person 5. We're still changing the serial number, so bear with us. 6. This person should be 7. This person should be 8. This person should be 9. This person should be 10. Okay, then we now have 11, the last one. I wanted to make this up to, okay, let's leave it at 11 because of the time. Let's leave it at 11. So okay, we have created our table. So we now have to move inside our CSS and do some styling. So I want to readjust my screen, my Visual Studio Code screen, so we can see well inside our CSS. Let me just adjust this small. Okay, I think it's okay now. So let's start writing our CSS. So first of all, I will use element selector, because giving these things ID or classes to take our time. So I'll use element selector. So I will start with I will use table. I will use table selector. Then open a block declaration inside this place. Now let me give it first of all, let me remove table. Let me start with giving it border. Let me target let me target let me use a grouping selector to group table header, this header, as in this header and the data. Let me give all of them. Let me put all of them inside a border so it will look a little bit nice. Let me say th for table header, comma, no comma. Then that should be td. Okay, then put open our declaration block inside. Then we'll now give it a border. Let me give it a border of let me say 2 pixels. Say 2 pixels. It's supposed to have effect now. Why is it not? She's supposed to be having effects here. Okay, 2 pixels. Let me do it. Let me give it solid. Solid. Let me say solid black. Solid black. It's supposed to show in my screen. Okay, I've now linked. Yeah, I've now linked my CSS to this HTML. Let me link it. So link my CSS. Okay, it's inside here. Okay, yeah, I think I've linked it now connected, so you can see the difference in the table. All the table have their borders. Okay, so I want this text, instead of this text being biased, I want this text to move to the center. So I would target, since the names in the border have take almost all the spaces, so but the data itself is almost is aligning to the left. So I want to push this text to the center so it will look a little bit better. Okay, let me target let me use TD, so I can target it only. I can target only table data. TD is a select. Let me give it let's say test align. I'll use that's test align center, so the text can move to center. Yeah, I think it's better this way. Okay, moving on. um what else do I want to add here now? Inside this border, do I really need to add any more things inside this place? I don't really think so. So let me skip this one. Okay, then another thing I want to collapse this line, these borders, so all of the borders will come together. Okay, let me do that. So to do that, I'll just declare table. Then inside table, I will now give it open the block declaration. Inside the block declaration of table, I will now say border collapse, border collapse, put hyphen collapse. Yeah, here is it. Then collapse. You can see it now, it merges all of them together. You can see that it looks more better now. Okay, then let me give the text a, because I want to style the elements. I want to style the table data element, so I want to give it a color white, so that when I give it a background, the color will be more visible. So inside this table, I will give all the text color of I'll give them all of them color. Let me use azure. I like this azure color. Azure. Yeah, is the color is there, but you will not see it because we have not added background color. I want to add background color to it so it will look more better. Okay, let's just leave azure now for now. Then when I talk about this strip low, I will explain it as well. I will now add the azure so this color will be visible. So I want to talk about strip lows, how I can um, give a particular let's say background color to lows and odd, not lows. It will be in lows. Each lows, let's count it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 11. So each low, counting from 1 to 11, counting from this table head to 11, the low is this way, just this way straight. So what I want to do now, I want to use another CSS property called kind of anyt shade. Then inside the parameter to accept odd, and it accept odd and even. So that's what that means, that you are targeting the odd and even lows. So I can target to color only lows with a different color, and then target to color another even rows with a different color. So let me do that. Let's stop talking and do that. To do that, use tr, put a semicolon, then write ninth ninth child. Here is it, ninth child. Okay, then inside the ninth child, then you now open your block declaration. Let me duplicate it because I will need it to not this. I want to highlight it and then duplicate it into 2. Shift at down arrow key, so it will be 2. Okay, so inside this place now, what I want to give this first one even numbers, even number, even. Then give this one odd arguments. Okay, so inside our declaration block, we'll give it a property. The name of, let's just give it a background property and then change the color. Let me give it a color of let me say background. Let me say background color. Let me give it let me say blue. Okay, you can see that. You see how this this thing just shows you the one that are even number. This one falls in even numbers, so it's coloring only even numbers. You can see that. So how about odd? Let's also give odd a background color. Let's say background. Maybe background color. Let's just give it a brown. Don't know whether brown will correspond with this color. Let's say brown. How will it look like? Okay, you can see now. You can see this is an odd. So odd, it comes from the first row 1 2. 1 2 is an odd, 3 is an even, 4 is an four. Just no, don't count from the serial number, please. Count from the table head, because the table head is also a row. Table head is also a row. Don't count from this serial number 1 to 11. We have 12 rows here. Okay, so the first one being the table is representing 1. Okay, so that one is now um 1 and the 2 is an odd number. Then 3 is an even, 4 is an odd, 5 is an even. So so is the thing. So if I duplicate um the table content, the more I'm adding more contents to the table, it will be doing it automatically as long as this CSS is concerned. Okay, for instance, now if I add it up to 20 now, it will just be doing automatically. It will just be styling it. Once the table falls to odd or even, it will give you the color that it needs. So let me just do that by duplicating this last data. Let me just duplicate it, and then let me duplicate up to 20 or 30. You see what I meant? So shift at down arrow key. Let me keep duplicating. Just be watching the output in the screen. You see what will be happening. You can see it keep on. You can see. You can see it keep on maintaining the odd and column. It keep on giving you different colors. So if I want to change the color, maybe tomorrow I not like the even color blue. I might give it a color. I'm gonna say I want it to be green. I might say I want it to be green. It will just change automatically. You can see that all of them, all the whole even number, all the whole even rows will turn to green. Maybe I might say that brown is not okay for me. I might just do it. Let me say lemon green. Let me use I think this color is what I want. Let me use this color and see what will happen. You can see that you can just change all of them automatically. So this is how to do CSS table. So thank you for watching the video. See you in the next one. Thank you.